Good evening, my Real News Midday TV family. Welcome back to the channel for another news update for January 21, 2024. And in the news this evening, jerk chicken vendor shot and killed at home. 40-year-old jerk chicken vendor Richard Roach was shot and killed along Old Harbor Road, Spanish Town, St. Catherine on Saturday night. Roach was at his home about 9 p.m. when explosions were heard. The police were summoned to the scene. Roach was found lying face down in a pool of blood with what appeared to be gunshot wounds to his head. He was taken to the Spanish Town Hospital where he was pronounced dead. No motive has been established for the killing. The Spanish Town Criminal Investigations Branch is probing the matter. Alert out for 16-year-old girl who went missing in her school uniform. An alert has been activated for 16-year-old Shanila Alman of Springville District, Sheffield in Westmoreland, who has been missing since Friday, January 19. She is of dark complexion, slim build, and about 167 centimeters or 5 feet 6 inches tall. Reports from the Negril police are that about 7:30 a.m., Shanila was last seen at her mother's home in Whitehall in the parish, wearing her school uniform, a cream blouse, orange skirt, and a pair of black shoes. All efforts to locate her since then have been unsuccessful. Anyone knowing the whereabouts of Shanila Alman is asked to contact the Negril police at 876-957-4268, the 119 police emergency number, or the nearest police station. Togetherness and unity will take PNP to victory, says Golding. As the nation braces for the highly anticipated announcement of the local government elections, opposition leader and the president of the People's National Party, Mark Golding, is calling on comrades to put their differences aside and unite ahead of the polls. All PNP, any little issue, any little friction, just allow that man until we win the election. If you want to take it up after that, me no business, Golding told the PNP supporters at St. James High School in the central St. James constituency on Friday. Between now and election, we are one family, and me not deal with them little petty things there, because we want to move forward together, because togetherness and unity is gonna drive the victory, he further stated. Talks have been mounting in some quarters that a recent reshuffling of the opposition's shadow cabinet, which left out key parliamentarians like Lisa Hanna and Dr. Maurice Guy, for individuals without a seat in the House of Representatives or Senate, could lead to further disunity in the party. However, the PNP has downplayed such assertions, arguing that Hanna and Guy will still speak on national issues in Parliament. Also, the party has been dogged by at least 2 parish councillors, Upheld Purcell of the Yorktown Division in southwest Clarendon and Lawton Mackenzie of the Greenchill Division in Westmoreland, set to run as independent candidates in the pending local polls, this after they were dropped as candidates by the party. On Friday night, however, a fiery and confident Golding exuded confidence ahead of the scheduled local polls that are due by February 28, 2024. People are ready for the People's National Party once again, declared Golding. He said he is confident that the party will retain its political power in St. James based on the feedback he received on a tour of the constituency earlier in the day. Golding said the party has a good set of councillor candidates and the parliamentary candidates in St. James for the upcoming municipal elections and the general elections respectively. In commenting on national issues, Golding said while the reforms implemented by the last PNP administration have borne fruit under the present Jamaica Labour Party government, it is not sufficient. According to him, Jamaica needs a social and economic transformation so that citizens feel that they have a chance to change their lives. This, he said, will be the platform which the PNP will craft policies around if they form the next government. Homs and Tasha granted $500,000 bail on lotto scamming charges. The case against the 2 suspected lotto scammers, including a woman who were arrested earlier this year during a police operation in Gutters, St. Elizabeth, has been transferred to the parish's circuit court for mention on July 18, 2024. The development occurred when the accused made their first appearance in the St. Elizabeth Parish Court last week, during which they were each offered $500,000 bail. The accused who are charged with the possession of identity information are 32-year-old Linton Manderson, alias Pops R. Omar of Montpelier, St. Elizabeth, and the 23-year-old Natasha Mills, alias Tasha of 6th District in Clarendon. Reports are that on Thursday, January 12, the police, acting on information and armed with a search warrant, raided a house that was occupied by Manderson and the Mills in Gutters. During a search of the house, the police reportedly discovered paraphernalia that are usually associated with lotto scamming, such as sheets containing the names, addresses, and other personal information of people living overseas. A number of cell phones were also seized by the police. When questioned by investigators, Manderson and the Mills were reportedly unable to state how the items that were found by the police came to be in their possession. They were subsequently arrested and charged. Chang claims Bunting busy politicizing crime. Deputy Prime Minister and the National Security Minister, Dr. Horace Chang, has lambasted the opposition spokesman on citizen protection and productivity, Senator Peter Bunting, over the latter's recent comments that Chang says were aimed at politicizing crime. Chang, who was speaking at a Friday's handover ceremony for 30 service vehicles to the Jamaica Constabulary Force, flared Bunting's lack of support for the government's crime-fighting measures, including the use of states of emergency. But it is remarkable that not only is Mr. Bunting not supporting this kind of activity because it has gains, and I have to consider it as a political action, a clearly incensed Chang asserted. It has nothing to do with the police. It has to be about plain politics. If we succeed too effectively in combating crime, it will show Bunting up, that's all it is, and give his party less arguments to talk about, the minister insisted. So we're talking about politicizing the lives of people. I don't mean lives in terms of livelihood, but life and death, added Chang. Bunting, over a 2-day period, the first of which was at a People's National Party meeting in Westmoreland on Sunday, criticized the government for what he said was its failure to implement adequate measures to combat crime. The former National Security Minister also hammered the Jamaica Labour Party administration for what he claimed has been their inadequate response in providing the police with the resources which they need to fight the crime. Then, at a PNP press conference at the party's headquarters in St. Andrew the following day, Bunting accused the Prime Minister Andrew Holness of being fundamentally dishonest in his recent statements about the crime being reduced. Added the senator, the incontrovertible fact is that over the last 8 years, murders have increased by an average of 300 per year since the JLP took office. On the issue of resources to the police, Chang insisted that there was a budgetary decline in the allocation of funds to the JCF during the period 2012 to 2014, which was under the tenure of the last PNP administration. On the other hand, he said the present JLP administration has invested significant resources in the police force, citing the provision of vehicles as well as the renovation and the construction of numerous police stations across the island as examples. The construction of the new Westmoreland Police Division headquarters is also on the horizon to be constructed. We should sign the contract for Westmoreland Divisional Headquarters, which could become a police area divisional headquarters sometime later this month, Chang said, adding that the construction is estimated to cost $2.8 billion. He said before the end of the current financial year, a contract is expected to be signed for similar construction work at the Spanish Town Police Station in St. Catherine. The commitment to strengthen the police force is there, and we're spending the money, Chang declared.